This is COO 25-8, and you're watching Report on Conditions.
This week, we'll take a look at two structure fires that occurred in Jurupa Valley and Temecula. And we stop in Lake Elsinore, where Fire Captain Vazquez shows us Lake Elsinore's new Quint 97.
Engine 1 with report on conditions.
Hi, I'm Tara Fernandez. Thanks for joining us on today's Report on Conditions. Let's take a look at Lake Elsinore's new Quint 97.
Hi, my name is Jurupa Vazquez. I'm a fire captain here at Station 97 in Lake Elsinore. And today we'll be talking about our new Quint 97. It was purchased by the city of Lake Elsinore. It's a new addition to the battalion. This replaces our previous Quint. Some of the main differences between this one and the previous one is the ability to have a clean cab concept. By the clean cab concept, I mean that we're able to store our gear inside a compartment and not inside the cab. As you can see in this compartment, our engineer is able to store their gear outside of the cab and not have to be exposed to it until we have to respond to an emergency. We still have a pump, we still have hose, we have a water tank, we have ground ladder, and we have an aerial platform. The aerial platform is 75 feet. We're still able to flow water with our aerial platform, and we're still able to gain access to taller buildings in our specific area in the battalion or neighboring battalions. In this compartment, we have our extrication tools. We have stabilizing struts. We have our spreader tool. We have our power unit with the hydraulic hoses that we need, and we have our cutters. In the back, we also have a couple different tools. There's two rams that are used to spread and push things apart, as well as a sawzall and hardware chain that will help us extricate our victims faster.
Remember to build and maintain your campfire safely and always follow locally posted campfire restrictions. When it comes to extinguishing your fire, remember to follow the drown, stir and feel method. Remember, it only takes one spark to start a wildfire, so make sure your vehicle is properly maintained and there are no chains dragging on the road surface. Thank you for helping us prevent wildfires this holiday weekend. To learn more about recreating safely, visit readyforwildfire.org.
Let's take this time to look over the last 2 weeks of call statistics. From August 11th through August 24th, your firefighters responded to a total of 8,046 calls for service. Of those calls, 6,239 were medical emergencies, and 240 were fire-related calls. Let's look at a few incidents your firefighters responded to. In the early morning hours of Friday, August 15th, firefighters responded to a fire reported in the 3,600 block of Grand View Avenue in the city of Jurupa Valley. The first arriving battalion chief reported an outside fire that had extended into the garage of a single-family dwelling. Firefighters knocked the fire down within about 20 minutes, and resources were committed for 3 hours for overhaul. 2 residents of the structure were evaluated by paramedics and declined further treatment or transport to a hospital. There were no injuries to firefighters. Just before 3 p.m. on Friday, August 15th, firefighters were called to a reported gas leak at the 17,100 block of Wood Road in Woodcrest. The first unit on scene confirmed a 2-inch ruptured gas line and requested additional resources, including the SoCal Gas Company. As a result, several homes were evacuated until the leak was mitigated. Fire resources remained on scene until the utility company sealed the gas leak. Resources were released at about 4:45 p.m. On Wednesday, August 20th, firefighters were dispatched to a reported structure fire in the 31,000 block of Palmer Road in the city of Temecula. The first on-scene engine reported a 2-story single-family dwelling with active fire on the 2nd floor, with a resident on the rooftop. The first due engine immediately effected a rescue and removed 1 individual who was uninjured from the fire area. Firefighters were able to quickly contain the fire to an upstairs bedroom and a storage room, along with major damage occurring to the upper exterior of the home. Firefighters were committed for several hours for salvage and overhaul, and a total of 5 residents were displaced, requiring assistance from the American Red Cross. No injuries to civilians or firefighters were reported. On the morning of Saturday, August 23rd, firefighters were dispatched to several reports of vegetation on fire northeast of the city of Temecula, near Vail Lake. Multiple fire engines responded to the area and reported smoke visible from a remote mountainous area with difficult access. Off-road engines and aircraft were able to reach the fire, which was approximately a 1/4 acre of vegetation burning at a slow rate of spread. The fire quickly grew to approximately 15 acres, and the incident commander requested additional off-road engines and air tankers to assist. As of 9:42 a.m., the fire was 25 acres and continuing to grow, and additional engines were requested to respond. With hard work from firefighters on the ground and in the air, the fire was contained to 55 acres, and firefighters were out for the remainder of the day working on mopping up hot spots and building containment lines. There were no structures damaged and no injuries reported. On Saturday, August 23rd, CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department firefighters, along with our partners from Corona Fire Department, were honored to serve as the Grand Marshals of the Norco Rodeo at Ingalls Event Center. The event included a special introduction and flag salute recognizing the dedication and service of local firefighters. Our public affairs and community education team was also on site, engaging with the community and sharing fire safety information. Thank you to everyone who stopped by our booth. We enjoyed meeting you. Be sure to visit us at upcoming community events to connect with your local firefighters and pick up some fun fire safety goodies. That's all for this week's Report on Conditions. Follow your firefighters in action on our social media at CAL FIRE RRU and stay up to date on incidents happening countywide. If you caught any great footage of our firefighters at work or out in the community, send them to us at rrupio@fire.ca.gov. On behalf of your Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau, I'm Tara Fernandez. Thanks for watching.